Good morning. Welcome to Manning Field here in beautiful Lynn, Massachusetts. I'm Sean Donahue, announcer from Lynn Educational Television. Happy to bring you the 12th annual girls lacrosse game here put on by the Agganis Foundation. A lot of our brightest and best out of the MIAA facing off today in the name of sportsmanship. I want to say thanks to my crew from Lynn Classical. God's Will coming out after the school year concludes to film a little lacrosse, his first whack at it today. And we're looking forward to bringing you girls lacrosse. North in blue and the south in white. Coach Allison Tivian out of Ipswich will be leading the North team for the coaching staff, and Michelle Roach out of Peabody will be coaching the white, better known as the South. So, 12th annual Agganis All-Star Girls Lacrosse game here. Been going on since 2012, and last year the game ended in an 11-11 tie. So it was exciting to watch this game last year, and nobody really walked away with bragging rights. So the lineup for the North team: Gemma Schweizer, Charlize Collins, Jillian Gillis, Lauren Calley, Carrie Martinez, Elizabeth Wilder, Anna Vautour, Annalise Vigoloni, Olivia Isidro, Samantha Sprazilla, Ella Stein, Estelle Gromko, and Elizabeth Delori. There's your lineup for the North, who's wearing blue. Lineup for the South in white: Brooke Schruel, Katie Amico, Daniela Bliss, Ruby Cahill, Sam Demento, Kayla Landry, Ava Monalo, Hannah Parker, Coco Clopton, Maggie Shevlin, Caitlin Snow, Callie Westerfield, and Lauren Woods. So the lineups are in. We'll see the teams come to the center mark here for the face-off. Anna Vautour, the goalkeep for the North team, and Caitlin Snow, the goalie for the South. So, I believe we're going to have 10-minute quarters here, running time. And we'll start zooming in to that half mark for you for the face-off. And the players are set. Daniela Bliss taking the face-off for the South. And the ball is up. South is going to take possession. And they'll work to get inside. And we'll get a little bit of a wider shot here for you. Make sure we got that goaltender in there. Deep to the right, coming back inside. High shot, out of bounds. White called on possession. South will maintain it. So the South working the perimeter, trying to find a little bit of space. And good stick check there by the North defense to disrupt Maggie Shevlin. Shevlin trying to come inside. Attackman out of Winchester has made a commitment to Wisconsin. So a shot on net. Sneaks by the goalkeeper, Bonaventure for the first goal. And the person who scored, we'll get a zoom in on that for you. A little tighter shot. And I believe it was number 10. Maggie Shevlin, the attackman. So South on the board with the first score. Lauren Kelly to take the face-off for the North. And Daniela Bliss out of Swampscott to take the face-off for the South. So 1-0, South over the North. And I believe it was Maggie Shevlin. We'll make sure that after the scores, we try to zoom in on the scoring attack or midfielder. So the face-off is set. Bit of a scrum while the ball's on the ground. North able to scoop through. Possession calls made. Carrie Martinez there on it. Passes outside to number 29 for the North. We'll bring it behind the X position, trying to create a little bit of space. And an off pass there. By Haley Greenleaf. Greenleaf in a later addition onto the team as of today. Possession call will be in favor of the South.
South goal scored by Maggie Shevlin.
And Maggie Shevlin, yep, will get the first goal of the game. So the South back on the attack. Pushing at the X position, trying to come in hard. Push back up to the top of the box. And the South pretty active on passing. Nice save and a stop there by Anna Vautour. Vautour calls out her clear and trying to find an open North player here. She might be forced to send it downfield. Taking her time. And we'll get a bit of a wider shot here so you can see the goalkeeper as well. Elects to pass up. Trouble there on the reception. Scoops through on the ground ball. Able to get possession. And that's Olivia Zurito. And a shot. Pass down low to the North. Nice one-time and goal here on a fast break opportunity. And the goal scorer there, the attackman from the North, I believe I can see number 56. So we got a 1-1 game here. Estelle Gromko there on the goal. Gromko, a player out of Ipswich, has made a commitment to Babson next year. And we'll head back for the face-off. So Daniela Bliss to take the face for the South, and Lauren Callie to take the face-off for the Blue, rather the North. South gets possession. Now they're on a fast break opportunity. Two are behind. Slows it down. Trying to create a little bit of space. And Maggie Shevlin, the last goal scorer for the South. And the South playing the opposite side of the net this time around. Trying to drive in, find a little bit of space. Takes a shot, deflect off of the North defender. Scoops it up. And now the North are gone on another fast break opportunity, moving the ball well downfield. Lauren Callie able to drive it out, pushes it down, catches the South out of position for the second goal of the day for the North. And the attackman wearing her number's all scrunched up. So, attackman for the North, that's Olivia Isidro out of Essex Tech, going to Embry-Riddle next year. So Isidro with the second score of the game. North 2, South 1. South coming out strong, pretty good ball movement, but the North has been able to catch them with the speed. Another face-off win here by the North. Pushing down low, and another shot coming off of the stick of Estrella Gromko. Sails far right and out of bounds. North is going to be able to maintain possession here. Zedro passes over to Gromko. Up at the top of the box. Pushing inside, trying to find an opportunity for some space. Looking to pass. Shot low. Coming from the attackman at the X position. Sneaks in undetected by the South defense. And I believe we got Gromko again. So, I'm going to try to follow the bulk of the teams here. And on the goal there for the North, the later addition, Haley Greenleaf. And I'm hearing from the press box, Hallie is the name. So Greenleaf gets onto the board. Another face-off from midfield. North working to maintain possession. Stick check warning there by the referee. And the North back in on the attack. 3-1. North over the white. Driving inside. Sneaks past two defenders. And stopped abruptly before the crease. And that's Greenleaf again. Greenleaf to take it in. Scores. 2 in the last 2 minutes for Greenleaf. And the North trying to take the momentum away from the South early on. 4-1. Greenleaf, an attackman out of Ipswich, made her commitment to Salem State, and Salem State has pretty solid lacrosse over there.
Goal scored by number 29, Allie Greenleaf.
So Isidro, Gromko, and Greenleaf, goal scorers for the North. South able to influence that one. Will come away with possession and run the length of the field. Pass down low. Another pass inside. Force back out. And that's Shevlin. Shevlin's been pretty active. Passes over to number 13, Woods. Woods with a shot. Saved by the goalkeeper out of the North, Anna Votor. And a clear opportunity here results in another fast break. Estrella Gromko contested, loses possession. South is able to scoop it up. And a check warning by the referee as the defender runs to get back and relieve the midfielder on the fast break opportunity. Attackman from the X position trying to come inside, sealed off by the North defense. Likes to pass out, live for another day. Westerfield trying to drive inside, finds a little bit of help from Shevland. Shevland contesting the North defense. Likes to pass outside to Amico. And a nice pass from the X position. Shot on net. Denied by Vator. South able to keep possession here. Amico with the ball up at the top, trying to find a cutter inside. And Vator trying to disrupt that. We'll get the possession call. And we'll get a little bit wider shot here on this clear. It looks like they're going to give it to him up at the top of the key. So the North now trying to transition. Good ball movement. And trying to find number 51, Ella Stein. Stein not there for it. Nice pass there by the goalkeeper, Caitlin Snow, to find an open midfielder for the South. And the South trying to find some open players. Haven't really been playing the fast break opportunities. Woods, the midfielder out of Bishop Fenwick, testing the waters against the North defense. We'll get a nice shot on net. Sails far left. The South is there for possession, but not before the North. So a timeout call here will give us an opportunity to thank you, our viewership, for tuning in to Lynn Educational Television. We're happy to have you watching on our Comcast or Verizon channels. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the up-to-date sports events happening within the city of Lynn. I'm your announcer, Sean Donahue. Happy to bring you the Agganis Girls All-Star Team, 12th annual here at Manning Field. We got our crew from Classical up in the perch, Godswill, working on the solo today to bring you these smooth and steady shots. His first lacrosse game is his first year here at the Lynn Educational Television program. Been doing quite nice for himself. And I'd say his coverage so far, I'm going to give you a B, a solid B for the first quarter, Godswill. I'm going to try to get all of that action on those transitions across that 50. A lot of movement happening. And to those who appreciate the sport of lacrosse, those positions very important. So I think we're actually at the conclusion of the first quarter as the final 30 seconds tick away from the break. No penalties yet. And that's a good thing, especially when it comes to sportsmanship, which is the name of the game when it comes to these Agganis games. Top players of the game so far, Hallie Greenleaf, attackman out of Ipswich, a later addition to the blue roster. North wearing blue, leading the South 4-1 here as we enter the second quarter. So I'm sure a few substitutions will be made. And you're watching the best of the best when it comes to girls lacrosse here. Allison Tivnan, Allison Tivnan, the coach for the North team out of Ipswich. And Michelle Roach, coach for Peabody. Roach getting a coach alongside Kayla Landry, who was a defensive player for her throughout the entire season. Katie Amico as well. And Tibnan also with a couple of players who are making impacts on the North and probably made impacts with her all season. Estelle Gromko, Ella Stein, and Hallie Greenleaf. So we'll head to the half mark for the first face of the second quarter. The South trailing 3. Callie and Bliss still at it. South able to influence possession, but not able to collect it. And some bad ground ball work results in a possession call in the favor of the North. The defenseman sneaks by two of the South midfielders, able to drive up, and now another fast break opportunity, slowing it down. Number 51, Ella Stein. And a shot from Greenleaf denied, but she gets a possession call. So she'll have an opportunity to drive in. Goes for the shot and the goal on the bounce. Sneaks another one past the goalkeep out of the South, Caitlin Snow. So the North increases their lead 4-1 here in the beginning of the second. And the South defense was closing in. South defense was closing in quickly. And Greenleaf, with the strength and the confidence behind the cross to keep it in play and drive one past Snow. So back to the half mark for the face. Callie and Bliss battling it out all day. North able to gain possession here. And there she is, Hallie Greenleaf, driving inside. Has a little bit of space, passes out. Was checked just as she got the ball off. And it looks like the attackman for the North is going to be able to maintain possession. Driving in, South. Playing in a tight, looks like zone to me. Pass up top to Greenleaf. Drives in and trying to find the ex-player wearing number 54. Sorry, 56. Estelle Gromko. Gromko already with a goal today. But on a pass, possession call is going to be made in favor of the team whose territory is being defended. And another clear opportunity denied by the North. North now driving in. The defender pushing that one back across into play. Now the North's on the move. Nice rocket of a pass over to number 51, Ella Stein. Coming inside is Gromko. Gromko with an opportunity there. But the ball falls short and Snow comes away with possession. Trying to find an open fellow South player and battling it on a 2-on-1 opportunity. Katie Amico maintains possession, able to get it over to Bliss. Bliss now with an opportunity, trying to find number 21. 22, Brooke Schruel. And just a little bit out of reach. That one sails out of bounds. And now the North going to be challenged with a full-length clear. Driving inside. Pulls in one defender. Tries to get the pass off. Over to number 31. Who is not on our roster. So I'm willing to bet I got the wrong number there. Kerry Martinez will look to take the rock. Callie up from the top of the key, trying to create a little bit of space, has a pick to a left-hand side. Nothing there, elects to go back up top. Delory tasked with the key, driving inside, trying to find a little bit of space as Greenleaf pushed into the crease. And the North's going to maintain possession here. Greenleaf's going to get it clear from the interior key. Greenleaf coming inside, try to get past the outside one. A little bit of a backside drop for a fourth goal of the day. Greenleaf, the attackman out of Ipswich, certainly doing Coach Tivnan justice here. Top goal scorer in the game. 4 on the day here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We got a nice little overcast for you. And if you were wondering, it's not too hot up here in the press box for us. So the North boasting a 5-point lead here as we trail into the final 4 minutes of the half. Bliss and Callie to take the face-off yet again. And the South able to influence it. But the North there is quick to gallop. Callie passing down to try to find number 51, Stein. Stein passing over to Greenleaf, and a shot sails out. The South closest as it sails out of play, and they'll be the recipient of the possession call. And quickly moving the ball down the length of the field, Daniela Bliss on the clear from the goalkeep, Caitlin Snow. Tough pass there, sails out of bounds. North's going to have possession here, drives inside, gets past 2 defenders, working her way up. And draws in 2 more. Passes off to number 47, Samantha Spritzer. And Spritzer finds Gromko. Gromko trying to drive inside and contended well on defense. Up top to Ella Stein. Stein looking for a seam here. Finds a little bit of help from number 14, Callie. Callie takes the shot and scores the 6th goal of the day for the North. So Callie getting onto the board for the first time today. Midfielder out of Beverly. And the South certainly has done a pretty good job on ball movement in the first quarter. Here in the second, just a few inches off resulted in some tough out of bounds calls, especially after some great clears. So the North dominating on the mistakes made by the South today. Estelle Stein with the ball, trying to find a player down inside. And Caitlin Snow from the South has had it with the one-timing opportunity delivered by the North. And now Snow being pulled from the net. And what should be a quick little shot on net for a goal is. And the North are really pouring it on now. So Callie there on the goal for the North. Her second of the day and second of the quarter.
One goal scored by number
Back to the half mark for the face-off. North takes that one easy. Able to get into position. And playing wide, trying to draw out these South players. And it's been working to create seams. Gemma Schweizer trying to test the waters of the South. Likes to pass out. Coming from the X position. Tries to drive past two. Nice shot on net. And a score by number 29. And Greenleaf putting on a clinic today. So we'll get a 5-minute break here at the half. And so far, the North are certainly leading. 9-1 North over the South. We'll be back after this break. And we're back, second half of the 12th annual Agganis All-Star Girls Lacrosse game. And taking the face. Bit of a change here, number 51, Ella Stein. For the North. North able to maintain possession. And they'll elect to go with Daniela Bliss on the face-off for the South. So the North getting right back to work here as they lead 9-1 over the South. Nice interception there by the midfielder out of the South. Drives in, and the South now with a fast break opportunity. Sorry we didn't get that shot for you. And Callie Westerfield there on the interception and the fast break. And now the South testing the waters of the North. Trying to drive inside, nothing there. Elects to pull back out. And a missed pass opportunity results in a ground ball. Scooping it up there, number 51, Ella Stein. Stein drives the ball up over the half mark. And now the Blue with a one-on-one opportunity down low. Kaylee driving inside, receives a nice stick check by the South defense. Pops that ball out. And now the South on drive for a break. A good job by number 2, Katie Amico, to maintain possession, push that into play. And a long pass intended for a South player in the crease, a little bit high. And that one will roll out of bounds. The North going to be tested with the clear from their own territory. And they'll elect to go with Vitor to start it off. So, finds an open player wearing number 46, Olivia Isidro. Already has a goal today and an assist. Isidro taking her time to get back into South territory and giving her fellow North players an opportunity to set up. Passes over to Snow. Snow takes a break from the goal. Finds herself, I'm sorry, reading the wrong roster there, Jenna Schweizer. The midfielder out of Beverly, heading to Harvard next year. So there's Snow with a nice pass to a cutting midfielder. Creates a little bit of space. And now the South on the drive, a fast break opportunity. Sneaks past one, surveys her surroundings, has one flying inside. Shot on net, deflected and knocked away by the goalkeeper, and Vitor. Great ball movement. And great heads-up play there to receive the pass. Daniela Bliss on the shot attempt. Vitor just bringing her A game today. Driving inside, wearing number 22 for the South. Brooke Schruel. Schruel, no shot opportunity, pulls it back. Likes to live for another day. Shevlin now going to try her attempt. Drives in, has a little bit of a seam, no shot on net. Woods over to Bliss. Bliss back to Woods. Pass disrupted and stolen away by the North. Driving downfield, wearing 14, Lauren Cayley. Cayley with the goal so far. Passes outside to the defender. Number 29, Haley Greenleaf. Greenleaf is knocked down, will hobble back to the bench. Shot on net, denied by the goalkeep from the South, Caitlin Snow. Driving inside, gets past two, has a shot, goes low. Score for the North yet again. North increases their lead 9. So 10-1. North over the Blue. A little bit different of a game than we saw last year. And I believe it was Olivia Isidro on the score. Greenleaf still top scorer with 5 on the day so far. So Isidro will get her second of the day. And Callie will take the face and possession. Passes down over to a fellow North attackman. Met with the contention of 2 defenders from the South. Pulls it back outside. A long pass up to number 11. Jenna Schweizer. Schweizer takes a shot, and Bliss does a good job to get her cross on. That shot sails high and out of bounds. North is there for the possession call. And Schweizer take it from the right-hand side of the field. Sneaks past one. No seam there. Passes up top to number 51, Ella Stein. Stein trying to find some help down in the crease. Knocked away. Callie doing the work to maintain possession for the North. Stein with it again. Finds an open Jenna Schweizer. Schweizer lives for another day. Keeps that one from going out of bounds. Schweizer way out with a pass up top. Back to Stein. Stein driving inside. Checked by the South crosses, knocked away. Now a bit of a ground ball scrum happening. 2-on-1 opportunity. Stein doing everything that she can. Now a 3-on-1 opportunity. Takes possession. Stein keeps the Blue possession alive. Passes over to Schweizer. Schweizer over to number 14, Callie. Callie with a quick one-timer, her second goal of the game. Great ball movement. And you got to hand it up to Stein there. Stein fighting. Could have easily quit on a 2-on-1 opportunity. Then saw a 3-on-1 opportunity. Gains possession. Passes is down to Schweizer. Schweizer finds a cutting Callie. And Callie scores her second of the day. 11-1 North over the South. Here in the third quarter of the game, the final 2 minutes ticking away. We'll go back to the half mark for the face-off. And Bliss to keep taking the face-offs for the South. Isidro on the face for the North. And with the speed, she'll take it. Bliss passes down to an attackman. And Coco Clompton Clopton. Can't field that one cleanly. That ball rolls out of bounds. And now the North trying to clear out of their own territory. Carrie Martinez driving up, gets past 2, crosses the half mark, finds an open Schweizer. Schweizer gets past 1. Driving in towards the top of the key, has an open North player on the left-hand side, met with some pretty solid defense. Shot save, Caitlin Snow. And Gromko, the attackman, playing mostly at the X position with another shot opportunity on net. And the South with a quick clear, now a fast break opportunity. 3-on-3 situation, a lot of space. Drives inside, gets past 1. Elects to pass over to number 22 for the South. And that's Brooke Schruel. Schruel's shot denied by Vautour. And now the North going to try again. Bit of a seam. Finds an open player, knocked away. And just too high out of reach for Greenleaf. Snow, now the lead of the clear for the South. Looking for a cutting player to come help out. And Bliss trying to come to her help, but not enough space. Gets it there, crosses the half mark. Bliss now influencing that ball. And those will be the final seconds that tick away here in the third period. So the North with much of the control throughout the game, but really taking it away here in the third. You came into the beginning of the half 9-1. Now we're looking at an 11-1 score. And both teams, as you can see across the way, if we can get a shot, are playing their entire bench. So these girls are earning it today. Allison Tivnan out of Ipswich, the head coach for the North. Michelle Roach out of Peabody, the head coach for the South. And this is the 12th annual Agganis All-Star Girls Lacrosse game. Last year, ending in 11-11 tie. 39 seconds left on the clock. I know it was less than a minute. Final goal scored to tie it all up. And a bit of a different outcome so far here in these first 3 quarters. Top players out of the North team, Haley Greenleaf. And looks like she was a later addition, who's really helped the Blue pour it on. Greenleaf with 5 so far. An attackman out of Ipswich. She's made her commitment to Salem State. Doing Coach Tivnan proud today. Maggie Shevlin out of the South, the sole goal scorer. And Shevlin, a Winchester player. That attackman's going to head over to Wisconsin next year. And we're taking a look at some of the schools that these guys will be going to out of the North. You've got Gemma Schweizer heading to Harvard. Charlize Collins getting a UNH. A couple of other good programs, UMass Amherst and BU. Cariso, willing to bet that these girls are going on to play some more lacrosse. Ruby Cahill out of Bishop Fenwick heading over to LaSalle. LaSalle, another big lacrosse school. And what I love most about this is seeing the players who were playing on the North and the players who are playing on the South face off today, whereas next year they'll be teammates as they go to the same schools. So, a bit of bragging rights to carry over into their college careers. And luckily for these players today, the temperatures have been mild after the heat wave. I think the only thing we can really complain about would be the humidity. I want to say thanks to our crew from Lynn Classical. We got Godswell up in the perch today, trying to find his way on the lacrosse field. We film 2 of these games a year. I'd like to bring more of these to you in the coming years. Lynn Jets, a co-op team here out of Lynn, Massachusetts. I want to say thanks to you, our viewership, for tuning in to Lynn Educational Television here on our Comcast and Verizon channels. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell for all the up-to-date sports and events happening here in the city of Lynn. The South able to maintain and take possession there on the faceoff to lead the 4th. And Bliss driving in, high shot, sails up and out of bounds. And the South attackman there on the possession call. And a little less formal of a game compared to what we may see throughout the season. Throwing a ball in from the half mark. Bliss up at the top of the key. Trying to find help down low. A little bit of space there. She's going to drive in. Tries to the left-hand side. A shot on net. And that's number 40 out of the South. Maybe I got the wrong number here, as number 40 is not on our roster. So time is trying the eyes of Sean Donahue as these numbers become blurrier and blurrier each year. Don't tell my wife, who continues to suggest I go see an eye doctor. I'm Irish, and anybody else who is knows what I'm talking about. So Shevlin there on the score again. Leading off the 4th clean. Shevlin trying to add a little bit more to the tally. 11-1, the North leading over the South. Sorry, 11-2, the North leading over the South. Shevlin with 2 goals, and the only 2 goals for the South. Face off there, bounces in favor of the South. Lauren Woods scoops it up. Driving inside, Bliss takes a shot, wide left, sails out of bounds. And the North defense is there. And a tough pass intended for the goalkeeper for the North, knocked away by the South midfielder. And the South now trying to drive in for another score. Woods denied by the defensive 2. Passes down low over to number 9, Coco Clopton. Clopton trying to create a little space, loses the ball in pursuit of said space. Vitor trying to get that one out. And seeing new life here in the South in the final quarter of the game. Much of the possession here belongs to the South. Bliss now up at the top of the key, trying to create a little bit of space. Dekes over to the right-hand side. Shot on net. Sails past Vitor. And a great job by Bliss. Snipes one out, top left corner. 11-3 as the final 7 minutes tick away here in the 12th annual girls lacrosse game. So the 12th annual Agganis All-Star Girls Lacrosse game. It's been over a decade, and it's awesome to see the Agganis Foundation bringing all these sports to light here in the final week of June. Baseball and softball facing off across the way over at Fraser. We got soccer and football to bring you. Don't forget about basketball. So the North comes away with the face, driving inside with a shot down low. Sails out of bounds. Number 39, Annalise Vigoloni. And a pass from the exposition. Estella Gromko with the ball. Passes back up to the top of the key. And Ella Stein passes down low over to Greenleaf. Greenleaf with their 6th of the day. And if the Salem State coach is watching for the girls lacrosse team, they got to be psyched to see Greenleaf has made the commitment to Salem State. Might be one of the first calls that they make over here. 6 on the day for Greenleaf, the attackman out of Ipswich. And we'll head to the half mark. 12-3, the North lead over the South. Less than 5 on the clock. Bliss to take the face-off for the South. And it looks like they'll put Callie back in for the North. So Bliss can't get possession of the ground ball. Callie comes in, scoops it up. Has a little bit of space, drives inside. Coming in back on the left hand, takes a shot. Bounces far left. And it looks like they're going to give Callie another shot from the interior of the key. So Callie with 2 so far. Nice bounce shot. Sneaks that one past Snow. Callie with a third of the day. 13-3. The North gained 2 back here in the fourth. If you're just joining us, you're watching the 12th annual Agganis All-Star Girls Lacrosse game here on Lynn Educational Television. I'm your announcer, Sean Donahue. Happy to bring you this game here. And over the last decade, the Agganis Foundation have really put a lot of good matchups here. Trying to touch on both sports, boys and girls, basketball, softball, baseball, soccer, lacrosse, and, of course, the big one, football. So the North now, with a little bit of speed. Martinez scoops that one up. Driving inside, gets past one. Has an opportunity. Passes up to the top of the key. Finds number 51 for another goal, Ella Stein. And Stein getting on the board. Another Ipswich player for the North. 14-3. Less than 3 in the quarter, and I feel as though at this point it's safe to say that the North are going to walk away with the victory this year. Certainly a different outcome from last year's 11-11 tie. A last-minute goal to stem the loss. The South had much of the game last year, and a late goal by the North shored up the tie. This year, it's going to be tough for the South to dig themselves out here in this final quarter. Bliss doing a great job on face-offs, a lot in her favor. Does an even better job at making sure that she gets to the ball and scoops it up. Now the South driving inside. Shot on net coming off of the cross of number 12, Westerfield. And Westerfield's shot saved by Votor. Gromko with the ball. 3-on-3 opportunity. No defenders in. A lot of space to work with. Both fellow attackmen cutting. Finds a player down low. Shot coming off of the cross on number 29. Yet again, Hallie Greenleaf, her 6th on the day. And from one Ipswich player to another. And I'm pretty sure Gromko and Greenleaf have been doing this type of stuff all season. 15-3 as the final minute ticks away. And we'll head to the half mark for the face yet again. Callie and Bliss to put it to rest here. And Bliss comes away with it, driving inside, has one in front. A long pass to the ex-player. trying to find a little bit of a seam, throw a little bit of respect on the game. A nice score by the attackman out of the south there. Sneaks that one past Vitor. And we'll try to get you a number. And the final seconds will tick away. So at the 4, the 12th annual Agganis girls lacrosse game will end in a 15-4 victory for the North. Certainly some bragging rights for these seniors as they head into their respective colleges next year. I want to say thanks to those who have tuned in to watch the Agganis games here on Lynn Educational Television. I want to say thanks to our Comcast and Verizon subscribers. Thanks to our crew from Classical Godswill here up in the perch, bringing you these smooth and steady shots. I'm your announcer, Sean Donahue, from the field here, best known in Lynn, Massachusetts, Manning Field, from LETV. Wishing you all the best.